Obviously, measuring the opening is the first step. Taking off a little bit on each side for the board. The boards are 1 inch by 6 inches by 8 feet long. If you've ever worked with wood before, you know that 1 inch is not actually truly 1 inch, and that 6 inches is not really truly 6 inches either. It's usually like an 1/8 to a 1/4 inch short, so be mindful of that. I've definitely been wanting to just get things going and forgot to compensate for something stupid like that. I'm not a professional carpenter in any way, so be aware. All right, so let's get into these shelves. Went to Home Depot, got this wood. I did get the tongue and groove. I plan on using that with some LED rope light. Got my right angle here. I want it to be as square as possible. I made all the cuts as even as possible. It should come out very square, very flimsy, and we'll shore it up as we go. All right, well, that's the frame. Nothing really to see at this point. It's a square. All right, so we got the frame done. We got one shelf in, got the spacer made. This is gonna be the rest of the shelf. It's not, I got a couple more of these out in my work van. Measured in 6 inches. I do it like 4 or 5 points along the side because I never truly trust the factory edge. Use the long T-square sitting right there. There we have it. Just gotta do it a ton more times. I think keeping the remote in my pocket for the start and stop of the recording is a problem because I thought I was recording that whole time and it wasn't. I don't think you missed anything. It was just ripping boards. They're all ripped. Now I gotta come model the size, cutting all the shelves the same size when they fit in, the things as square as it can be. Shelf. As with all things, I basically have to do them 3 times before I realize what I'm doing. As I'm cutting these almost, but not quite in half, it would have made a lot more sense to make the shelves 48, build the frame to that, and then there'd be almost no waste. Shelves are now ripped and cut to size. Now we can install them in the frame. I made a template out of a scrap piece of wood from one of the shelves that screwed up, based on a DVD case plus a 1/4 inch, so that way you can get your finger in there to pull your DVD out. That way I know that the shelf is even from top to bottom, and I can use my square on the sides. All right, here are the shelves all put in. That's gonna be the top, that's gonna be the bottom. What's awesome is, even though I just measured it to the space and not to the shelves, all of these are exactly even with my template, and there is less than 1/2 inch difference on this shelf, so happy accident. So I'm gonna take the backer board, put it to the rail here and to the backs of all the shelves. That way it'll be nice and solid. I'll put finishing nails. That'll help to shore it up even more, but it'll also hide the insulation and everything that's inside the wall. This is just called ground board. I'm not even really sure what it's supposed to be for. Maybe it's like a cheap kind of paneling with no decoration. It's just going to be painted black anyways. 2-inch brad nailer, finishing nails. This isn't going to be supporting any weight. We just need to keep it on there. All right, it's time to fit it. Hopefully it's not just a dry fit. Hopefully we can get it in there, get it installed. It's a little bit flimsy to move. I was really careful moving it over here. It is just 1-inch pine wood and OSB shelves at a 1/4 inch. So let's get started. Not a great situation. The bottom of the wall has to be open because there's a clean out for our sump pump system. I'm about 1/2 inch too big. All right, so I took out my supports for the clean out, shaved 1/2 inch off both of the posts, put it back in, made sure it was super level. Now we can try this again. We have DVD shelves. It's a really nice fit. All right, so I did some rough calculation on the shelves we just finished. There they are. That should hold 930, 935 DVDs, so I do need a little bit more storage. This spot here, I probably don't need all of that, but I figure we're into it. We know how to do it, and a lot of the wood scraps that I had left over from this one I could use for that, so we might as well finish it off. Something else I thought would be cool is because I have this space here, I have this be the armory wall, where this panel that covers here will have lightsaber hilts, blasters, maybe helmets, things of that nature. This is way easier at a smaller scale. There are the DVD shelves behind me that we just built. Between all the cuts and the time lapse and this and that, this version of the DVD shelves took probably about 3.5 to 4 hours. I guess just as I'm doing somewhat of a build watch, somewhat of a tutorial, it's good to know. Probably added an hour about going to Home Depot and getting everything because I don't think a trip to Home Depot under an hour exists. Next step for this part of the project is building panels to hide everything. Yeah,